Exclusive undercover audio. Sam Alito, John Roberts, The Undercurrent. This is from 4 days ago. Is this real? Chat, is this real?
Hi, I wanted to say hello to you again. My name's Lauren. I met you last year. I think you already met so, anyway, cherishes my faith. I don't know that we can negotiate with the left in the way that needs to
It's happened for polarization to end.
I think that it's a matter of winning.
I think you're probably right. I think one side or the other is going to win. I don't know.
That's nice. That's pretty damning, I feel, considering the fact that the pretense is that Supreme Court justices are meant to be neutral arbiters of legal interpretation. And Alito is just like, yeah, we need to win over them. Will there be any consequences? You know there never will be. It gets so much worse from here too. How long is the audio?
I mean, there can be a way of working, a way of living together peacefully, but it's difficult, because there are differences on fundamental things that really can't be compromised. They really can't be compromised. So it's not like we're going to split the difference.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that the solution really is winning the moral argument. People in this country who believe in God have got to keep fighting for that, to return our country to a place of godliness.
Oh, I agree with you.
Cool.
Because we look at the decline of our society, the decline of the nuclear family, and liberals, I just feel want to see that happen and proliferate. And I think we've been too permissive to say, okay, I understand the Constitution. I understand. I didn't want to interrupt.
John, nice meeting you.
Totally different audio here.
Ask you, specifically, with everything that's going on right now, it's a very tumultuous time in the country, and I'm just curious, from your perspective on the court, how do we start to repair the polarization?
Well, I mean, the first thing I think is to tell me when the non-tumultuous time has been here. I mean, you look at the court, what the court was doing in the 60s, what the court was doing during the New Deal, what the court was doing, after Dred Scott and all this. It's kind of a regular thing. People think it's so different and special. It's been pretty tumultuous for a long time.
So you think this is a normal period?
I don't know if it's normal. I mean, since I've been here almost 20 years, there have been quieter times. But the idea that the court is in the middle of a lot of tumultuous stuff going on, that's nothing new.
I guess I wouldn't say that it's not like it's an innovative thing. It's not new. I guess I really feel like we're at a point in our country where the polarization is so extreme that it might be irreparable.
Oh, I don't think that.
I think
polarization extreme is like the Civil War. We did that during Vietnam. People were getting killed in Vietnam. I was there in Vietnam. This is all right. I mean, it's not all right, but it's not like it's as dramatically different. It's a common thing. People with their own perspective think this is so extraordinary. I don't know.
But you don't think there's a role for the court in guiding us toward a more moral path?
No, I think the role for the court is deciding the cases. If I start, would you want me to be in charge of guiding us toward a more moral path? That's for the people we elect.
Who's this guy? This is John Roberts, not Alito. We're listening to John Roberts right now, the enlightened centrist of the court.
That's not for lawyers.
He's a piece of shit too. Yeah, John Roberts, piece of shit. He is not based, Cygenial, but he's no Alito.
I guess I believe that the founders who are godly, we're Christians, and I think that we live in a Christian nation, and that our Supreme Court should be guiding us in that path.
Yeah, I don't know that we live in a Christian nation. I know a lot of Jewish and Muslim friends who would say maybe not. And it's not our job to do that. It's our job to decide the cases as best we can.
Well,
It's a much more modest job than other people have.
Yeah, I didn't think he would say anything that, like, honestly, I think that Justice John Roberts is, like, moderate to the core. Sorry, I shouldn't say moderate like he's between the left and the right. He sides with the right mostly, but in terms of his, like, institutional bias, I mean, my man is, like, locked in on being a total fucking nerd for institutional procedure. Yeah, like neocon shit. Okay, and then there's this other audio, apparently, of Alito's wife. So we heard Alito. Alito was the one who said that someone's got to win in the grand, like, moral back and forth. I haven't heard this, okay? Y'all are telling me it's insane.
I'm sorry. Are you Miss Alito?
I am.
Hi, my name's Lauren. I just met these ladies tonight, but
Very cool.
I'm a huge fan of your husband, and
Let's stop before we go here.
everything that you're going through, I just want to tell you that, like,
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's not okay, though. It's not okay.
It's okay. It's okay because if they come back to me, I'll get them. I'm going to be liberated, and
What
I'm
do you
going to
mean
get
by
them. Oh, well,
they?
there's a 5-year defamation statute of limitations.
But I don't know what you mean by they, like, by
The
them.
media.
Oh, okay.
Come on, I'll get you. Come on.
But why do you think they're coming after you?
They
Because,
are.
I mean, like, the whole, like, appeal to have heaven flag was, like, bullshit, right?
Right, but that's, the other thing is the fem-Nazis believe that he should control me.
Yeah.
So you go to hell. He never controls me.
Okay, so she's, like, actually psycho. Like, she's, like, like not just, like, right-wing, but, like, right-wing and crazy. They're referring to the two insurrectionary flags that were flown at Alito's house. Like, this happened quite recently. The beach house, they're, like, it's digging in the weeds a bit, but it's like one of them was that tree, the other one is the upside down American flag. They're both, like, they're both references to sympathy for insurrectionary sentiment. I guess apparently it was the wife who did it. Yeah, the tree said appeal to heaven.
Like, I have the same flag.
Yeah, I know.
No, but, like, a lot of people fly that fucking flag.
Don't worry about it, baby.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all
I
right.
should watch my language.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm sorry. I did not mean
It's
to.
okay. It's okay.
No,
It's
but
okay.
it makes me so angry.
Don't get angry.
It makes me so angry.
Don't get angry. Get angry. Bye, baby. Bye, cat. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. She's a bad girl.
I get it. I've done that.
That's escort, Lewis.
Hi, Louis. Good to see you.
Likewise.
I'm Natasha. Nice to meet you. Hi, Natasha. Yes, we're never going back to Wounded Warriors, I'm afraid.
Isn't that awful, though? Why?
Oh, because
there
of
are
the
fewer of
security,
them.
the security and all that. That's why we don't have It's good we did that. We did that wonderful. You know.
You really did? Something to be really proud of.
collection of flags from you.
Do you know that they created and ran the Wounded Warriors program here?
You would never know that because of how they're trying to persecute.
Oh, ignore all that. The reality
I don't
is,
need their approval for anything in my life. I need nothing from them.
You don't, but the problem is that they use you to fuck. Pardon my
for the
language. Pardon my language.
Wait, who's
your buyer.
Lewis, I like you.
You deserve it. Thank you.
Take care.
They're persecuting you, and you're like a convenient stand-in for anybody who's religious.
Look at me. I'm German. I'm German. My heritage is German. You come after me, I'm going to give it back to you.
What do you mean by that, Martha Ann Alito? What do you mean by that?
And there will be a way. It doesn't have to be now, but there will be a way. They will know. Just don't worry about it. God, you read the Bible. Psalm 27 is my song. Mine. Psalm 27. The Lord is my God and my rock. Of whom shall I be afraid?
I love that you have that attitude because that's more of what we need. I was telling your husband, I was like, and I should give you like a little bit of background. So I met him last year at this dinner. And I said to him, I was like, this country is so polarized. How do we repair that rift? And he's like, I don't know. It's not our role. And I told him this year, I'm like, you know, for the past year, I remembered our conversation, and I looked at what happened to you and your wife, and I'm like, how is there any negotiating with the radical left? There's not. You cannot negotiate with the radical left. You have to just win.
They feel. They don't think.
No, but you have to win. And if we want to take this country back to like a godly place, to a moral place, that means that we actually have to just fucking, pardon my language again, I'm so sorry.
You know what I want? I want a sacred...
The woman who's trying to bait these interactions, Lauren Windsor is the journalist, is doing a really good job with it. When the reason she keeps swearing and then trailing off is because she's trying to bait Alito's wife into continuing what she's saying with like renewed enthusiasm. She's like, we need to and oh, I'm so sorry, because she wants the wife to then go like, no, yeah, we need to them, you know, like something like that. Like she's indicating passion but trying to show meekness that Martha Ann Alito would step in for and like say something incriminating.
Part of Jesus flag, because I have to look across the lagoon at the pride flag for the next month.
Exactly.
And he's like, oh, please don't put up a flag. I said, I won't do it because I'm deferring to you. But when you are free of this nonsense, I'm putting it up, and I'm going to send them a message every day. Maybe every week I'll be changing the flags. There'll be all kinds. I made a flag in my head. This is how I satisfy myself. I made a flag. It's white, and it's yellow and orange flames around it, and in the middle is the word vergogna. Vergogna in Italian means shame. Vergogna, V-E-R-G-O-G-N-A, vergogna, shame on you, you know. Anyway.
Well, I just wanted to let you know you have a lot of people rooting for you. Thank you so much.
That was Lauren Windsor.
Hello. I forgot that I was watching a video on the... Hello, Brian. I hope you're doing well. However, I was here for the audio. I'm pretty positive the interviewer here, Vaush, is sincere in the beliefs she professes. Well, it's a good thing that you didn't put any money down on that, because no. And you would know that if you were paying attention. The interviewer, why would the interviewer be recording these conversations? No, she pretends to be a conservative, but is a liberal. She's trying to bait out the incriminating stuff. She did a great job. No, she did a great job, 100%. I heard the audio was leaked from someone else, I thought. No, she was the one leaking it. She did this deliberately. What use is a flag that says shame if nobody knows what it means? Because she's trying to be clever. She knows that putting up a shame flag in opposition to a pride flag from the house of a Supreme Court justice would probably make her husband look bad. I mean, I fully believe she's a lunatic, but can you imagine what kind of guy Samuel Alito must be for that to be his wife? It's the exact same thing with Clarence Thomas, man. Like, we get so much crazy shit out of their wives because they have like the modicum of professionalism necessary to hold a little bit of it in. But then with Alito and you know, Clarence Thomas's wives, like, well, no, they're just full on psychopaths, like openly pro-insurrection. The I'm German shit sounded pretty Hitlerite. I agree. Sam Cedar picked up that her reference to the 5-year statute of limitations means that he likely wants to resign if Trump wins. Makes sense, yeah. If Trump wins, all the old conservative justices are going to resign during his term so he can appoint like 57 new ones. It's going to be great. Clarence Thomas was found to have received another $4 million in undisclosed gifts that he no doubt will face zero consequences for. It's so great, man. It's so great. It's awesome. I love the fact that we have a Democratic president and he still does nothing about this. You know? And people are like, oh, well, what could he do? He could scream about it every single day. But he can't, because he can't talk, because he's dying, because he's 85 years old, or 87, or 122, however old he is. Useless. Even Trump would be railing against this in his position, like if it was a Democrat who was that obviously corrupt, you know? Like Trump is ancient, but still willing to do it. Rashida Tlaib is calling for Alito's impeachment. Not going to happen. I mean, good for her to bring it, because she has energy, but, you know. Alito's wife shocked even the activist who secretly recorded her. Yeah, the wife of a Supreme Court justice talking about how She's disgusted by the pride flag. She's German, and that means she knows how to do revenge. She wants to get back against the media. You know, like she wants revenge for how they've treated her. Remarkable stuff. Congress blocked an ethics bill for the Supreme Court. Yeah, of course, obviously, because Republicans, they benefit from the corruption, so they'll defend it. Biden needs to act as an actual head of state, as you know, the head of the executive branch, and exercise his power accordingly. Look at this chart. Gifts received by U.S. Supreme Court justices. For me, it's not even about like the cost of the gifts. It's just the fact that the conservatives in the court are so obviously objectively partisan. You know, like the gifts are indicative of another thing. It's the relationships, it's the ties. Kavanaugh got nothing. Poor Kavanaugh. Why don't we just bribe them to our side? Well, John Oliver did try.